Okay, welcome back to another video. Me. Okay, in this video, I am going to read the chapter number 11 of the Art of War, and then I discuss about. Okay, just kidding. I read this chapter, and now I'm going to discuss about with you guys. Okay, first, first of all, I welcome to you all to this beautiful chapter discussing where I discuss about the chapter number 11, that is the varieties of grounds. The chapter name is the 9 positions. Okay, first, okay, when you are going to the having a battle, we don't know where we having a battle. So there are no specific ground to be battle. So there are different types of battles have happened in different types of or different variety of grounds, such as there are 9 variety of grounds, such as first is dispositive ground. What's that means? Dispositive ground means that's the home ground. Suppose I take an example of cricket. Nowadays, in New Zealand, come to India to play the matches, but we can't go New Zealand. That called the India tour to New Zealand. Okay, that's called they coming to play the cricket matches in our home ground. So the our India is the dispositive ground for the New Zealand players. Okay, so concisely I can say the dispositive ground means the home ground. Next is facial ground. Facial ground is not far away from the home ground, just little distance from the home ground where the fight will be happen. Next is contentious ground. What does that means, contentious? Okay, that possess of advantage of both sides. Suppose this is enemy's base, this is our base. There are this is the center of this, and their distance from the center are the equal. So the advantages of both armies will be same. They can have an both attacked, yeah, and easily, and they can also they can be back or defensive mode also. So the position of both advantage both side, that is called the contentious ground. Next ground is open ground. From the name you understand that often means all friend. There is no not liberty. There is a liberty for everyone to move everywhere. That is called the open ground. You can move everywhere. Okay, next is ground of intersecting highways. Suppose okay, you think of that the road going the cover the border of two states, that way. Suppose an highway that is X that cross Odisha and Bihar or Calcutta border, means that road is called the crossways. Like that, intersecting ground means the common area of the two states, that is called the intersecting grounds. Okay, next is serious ground. What that is mean? Serious grounds are that, okay, there are situations come when you are having a fight and you conquer the cities and you go. When you see back yourself, there are again lots of the enemies will be for frontal to you, and also front. You are the beach. You are the middle of the enemies. That's called a serious ground where you can't move anywhere. If any where you move, there are the enemies will be. So you that called the serious ground. Next, the difficult ground. From the name of the ground, you can also imagine means how it could be. Means hard to traverse. You can't move your step rear or forward. Means front or back. You can't move your movements. That is a very so hard. Don't hard to traverse means move. Okay. Next is he made in ground means a small army that is crossed the large body that is called the he made in ground. Next is last desperate ground. What does that mean? Desperate means a destroy ground saved by destruction by fight. Okay, the ground is saved by the fight. Okay, suppose we have not two enemy and we have not fight. There between the enemy and us, there is a place. There is a village. We want to we and our army and the enemy's army will be fight. But somehow the its center position taken the village will be not affected, not destructed. That place or that ground will be say that is the desperate ground. Okay, these are the nine varieties of the grounds. And next is disperses ground where there is not fight, and there are some notice, there will be some remarks you have to do, you have to not do. First, dispersive ground, you have not to fight because there are home ground that will be destroyed your hometown. Next is special ground, halt not. This is you have to not stop your march, not also your enemies will be attack on you and crossed your you. So not halt. Contentious ground, attack not. In contentious ground, not attack. Because the enemies also they have the same advantage to attack. So not attack. Open ground, not try block enemies way. Because open ground there are all side. There 360 side are be open. So you don't have an idea the enemies will be attacked from on which side. So don't be block in open ground. Intersecting highways, in intersecting highways you have to go join hands with your allies, your armies. Allies means here that the armies of your soldiers. Next is serious ground. Gather in plunder. In serious ground, you have to be united. Your army who gather in one place. Next is difficult ground. Keep steadily march. In difficult ground, you have to march, not be stop. Be march means stop forward, step forward, move forward. Okay, steadily. Don't be held. Next is on he made in ground, resort to stratagem. Okay, when you are in he made ground, you have to use your stratagem and your plans, then go through that plans and the stratagems. Okay, next is desperate ground. In desperate ground there are different types of grounds, like there you can find that tough and desperate the areas, good areas too, that you have to here have a fight. It's okay, you can fight in desperate ground, but in dispersive ground there no fight. Okay, next is relying their men. Okay, whenever we going to be have hard a fight, relying your force, because either the belief and your soul soldiers, the soldiers of belief, soldiers believe on you, that going to be crazy, because if they have already win in their mind their beliefs, you already on the big battle. So relying your their men. Next is separate. Suppose enemies army or soldiers will be united. They will be staying together. So first task is to separate them and lose their strength from the unity. Then attack on different divisions by divisions. So next is advantage. Then move forward. Otherwise not. Okay, when take advantage of enemies where they don't expected, don't have an idea the enemies will come from this area. So we advantage take of enemies and then move forward. If the enemies will be no, be calm, be stop, don't move forward, no move forward. Next is rapidity. Take advantage of enemies on readiness. Okay, rapidity means surprise attacks. Surprise attacks means unexpected attacks where the enemies will be don't have an idea that the enemies will come to attack the from this side, from this place. So advantage, rapidity, and when enemies have an disturbed, you take your rapidity move to move forward. Okay, next is more a friendlier country, greater solidarity of your troops. Okay, there is army. Okay, your army, this is enemy's army, then you penetrate like this, then penetrate, then you will be destroyed the all armies almost, then your solidarity will be greater. Okay, next is care of your army. Ask whenever you going to be having a battle, ask your soldiers, ask their career, they have aware about your soldiers, because if you have strength to be having a battle, but your soldiers have not courage, not energy, not the strength to have a battle, then you are going to be defeat that battle. So take care of your soldiers. Next is throw soldiers into positions there no escape, they prefer to death. Okay, also put soldiers in like that place, they cannot be back forward with an um, uh, fearly to the enemies, the fear of death. Put them like that place, that position, so that that soldier will be give there is a courageous power to have and give their death, and he served the country. Okay, put them prefer to be as that such kind of places. And another thing is that, okay, one question arises here: why the soldiers will be give their life to protect the survey? Because they love our country, they love and serve the country with the protecting the country. Because I know I am in also an NCC student in my graduation time, means nowadays the feeling of serving the country is amazing, means amazing. When you wear the dress, the birdi, this feeling will be different, different from the other civilians. Can understood. Next is desperate trades, but sense of fear. No help, they fight hard. Be desperate. We know what happened. Be present when you are in going to the battle. Be present your mind in that situation. Don't be take your mind that your soul in your home. If you are do such a little bit mistake in that situation, the enemy will be know that the enemies of our they will be in there and they attack on that position and you are going to be die. So be careful and be attentive and be present in that situation. Next is trusted. We trust your officer and officer also trust to the soldiers that we can beat the enemy and clear and win the battle. Okay. Okay, there and last is but make both strong and weak by use of proper ground. Okay, so general being skillful, so that the general will be skillful person will be use both the strong soldiers and the weak soldiers. When to use the strong ones and when to use a weak one, the skillful person will know. So skillful general is the best, and they also know the use of the proper ground. Next is skillful general can lead by only one man. Okay, one man by lead by one man. One man can influence the whole soldiers, and so that the rank of the officer they given to the one person to the responsibility who can have a skillful to use the stratagem to be have in any situation they can handle that situation, so take that responsibility. So this is all about the chapter number 11 of Art of War. That is amazing book. It's talking about the stratagems, the variety of the grounds, where to use the skills, and what there is not only use of physical fitness, there also use of the mind. If you don't use your mind, then you will be defeated because only physically you can't win. And be patient. If you are in general position, be great general, then be patient. Patience and the practice, and before going to the battle discuss your strengths, discuss your weaknesses, and use the strengths and the weaknesses in the proper position. That's the correct. But suppose there are different kind of stratagems are discussed in this chapter, and I complete today the chapter number 11. We are going next video the chapter number 12 of Art of War. Okay, see you next. My name is Atun. Bye.